So I might have made a bit of a mistake. So my wife asked me if I could build her dream greenhouse. And being a typical guy, I said, not a problem. So being the creative girl that she is, she drew me a sketch. And being honest, it made me super excited. So we're gonna build her dream greenhouse. But it's not gonna be the simplest project, and here's why. Problem number one, this is the site we chose to build the greenhouse. It's full of old concrete, bricks, tree roots, and we've got to dig it all out by hand. Problem number two, all of the materials are at the bottom of the garden, which is about 40 meters away, and all I have is a wheelbarrow. And problem number three, which is probably the biggest problem, I've never built a greenhouse before, but that's never stopped me before. So let's stop whining and get on with the project. So to start breaking it up, we're just going to use this thing and a sledgehammer. I'm presuming we're going to use a shovel as well, but I think we just need to smash up this concrete and move it out of the way before we get to anything soft and nice. Sun's out, hat's out. The next step is we've broken up most of the brick and the concrete, which was pretty loose anyway, because it was done, I think they just literally chucked it on some mud. Found this old milk jug, we're calling it. We're just gonna now dig down around 10 centimeters, ready for the MOT. We'll get it done. Whew. So we are done digging for now. The hat is well and truly wet. So as you can see, we have 2.5 metre by 3.8 metre pit. That is 10 centimetres deep. I'm actually pretty surprised at how square I've managed to get it and how level I managed to get it, considering what it was. So the next step is 7:30. Time for a delivery from Travis Bacon's, I guess. So it's time to fill it up with MOT, compact it all down, which will give us a sturdy base to start building the greenhouse on top of. Let's start with struggle number one. Wheelbarrowing over that much MOT is difficult enough, but I'll take you with me to show you how long we have to walk to go and get the MOT. Yeah, so I only need to do that about 20 times. It's going to be a long one. So what we're doing now, we've laid all the MOT, as you can see. Ooh, but I'm guessing it's not level, so I need to see how out of level it is. So the best way of checking a long span is level when you've only got a smaller level is to use a long piece of timber. Make sure the timber's straight, pop that on and then pop the level on top. So I can see here it's not too far off, which is good news. So you want to just check it all the way down, that's actually spot on. And then you want to check it both ways. So that way and that way. So that is not bad at all. I'm actually surprised. So the next job is to tamper it down and you'll want to recheck the level. Another good trick to get it nice and solid as well is to wet it down as well, because it'll compact a lot nicer. So that is next. Right, looking pretty compact. So what I'm going to do now, I'll just check it's roughly level again, and I might set up some string lines as well, just so I've got a square edge to go off. Should go pretty quick then, hopefully. Right, just spent a good amount of time squaring up this line. So the way to make sure they're square is measure it from corner to corner and then just recheck your lengths. So we've got 3.2 by 2 meters. So let me just show you how it looks. This string is dog shit, by the way. So you can see, is that all the way down? And this one, all the way down. Right, start from this corner. I'm gonna mix up a little bit of mortar just to test out the first one. I'm going to do a 4-to-1 mix, that's 4 sharp sand, 1 cement, and I'll see how much is feasible to mix in a wheelbarrow at one time, but I'll just try maybe like 4 sand, 1 cement just for the first one. Because the last thing you want to do is fill your barrow up and then it's a nightmare to mix up a massive barrow full. So I've wet the ground down, and what I'll do is I'll wet the slabs as well before I put it in, but I'll mix the mortar first. 1, 3, 4. So that's 4 sand, and then let's do 1 cement. And 1 cement. Alright, so let's give that a little mix. Leave a little well in the middle. Got 1 snowball, that stays in place. So that should be perfect. So we're ready to lay our first slab. All right, looking nice. I want a pretty thin bed on this one because this is the high point. But also what you want to do is you want to have a high point in the middle so it spreads out as you level it. So that looks quite nice. Right, I'll go get my slab. Right, now I need a level and a mallet. So the first one is super important for obvious reasons. So step 1, you want to just give this a quick watering down. Probably a bit more water than you need. Probably you can brush it on, but whatever. Make sure your string line's good. Pop it on so it's nice and square. That's okay. That's good. Right, and then you want to do corner to corner. All right, not looking bad. Right, you want to keep checking your level with this one because this one's out, the rest of them are going to be out. Right, let's mix up another batch. Might try double the amount now, but looking good. Got 2 laid with 5mm gaps. I've just used some packers and they're perfectly level, so it's looking good. So keep going until we get to here, I guess. So I'll turn the hyperlapse off early because I'm smart. So we've got 4 flags in so far, and we've got 1 that's just under. So I just need to cut her down. You can use an angle grinder for this, which I'm going to do. Just make sure you get the right cutting disc for it. Just cut it straight and then chuck her down. It's easy as that. Not bad. Right, let's lay this down. Right, it's looking straight. Beautiful. We've got 1 row in. So, let's smash this out. Let's stop fucking about. I'm just going to smash all the way through. Bit of a time lapse. Let's get this base done. We've already done it. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that'd take me a day to do this base, but probably took me the best part of a week. Bearing in mind this was a couple of hours here and there, but I think it's worth it. I think it looks great. Honestly, I couldn't actually be any happier with this base. It's perfectly flat, it's slug proof, which is a big thing to my wife, she's terrified of them, and it gives us a perfect foundation to build the rest of the greenhouse off. Yeah, it's a little bit overkill. Yes, you can do much simpler bases, but this will last for many years to come. So that's it for this episode. On the next episode, we'll be building the frame. We're gonna do a perimeter of bricks first, DPM layer, frame on top, which will then give us what we need to be able to clad and window and all that good stuff. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to follow along, please subscribe, like the video, and follow us along on this journey to build my wife her dream greenhouse and to get those fucking plants off my deck. I'll see you in the next one.